Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Independent Broadcast Network. I am Winners with the One, and we are here for Friday Night Hockey. The HQML is in action, and we are very excited. I'm joined by Mefy, the star goalie from Blood Dragon. Good evening, man.
Good evening to you, sir.
This is going to be another night of champions here, as I think we have 4 games on the schedule. We'll see who shows up for those. That's always part of the fun here on Friday nights. It is the summertime, so everybody's got their lives and schedules and so forth. So sometimes
But they don't have school.
Yeah, right. So no excuse here. No excuse.
Either way, it'll be a fun night of HQML, as it always is.
As it always is. And we are looking live at the Royale Cheese Arena from beautiful downtown Chicago, Illinois, on the greatest, fastest internet backbone in the world. As you see Matt there getting started, it's 5-0 right now. Almost said 5-0, Mefy, because we were doing the football question mark, or football hockey, I think they're calling it, with a question mark. We had a soccer friendly earlier in the day. There's a mod for this game now that, oh man, 11v11. Man.
Yeah, I saw a bit of it earlier today.
Looking for cool new kids furniture at unbeatable prices? Then say hello to Rooms to Go Kids and Teens. With the best selection of kids furniture anywhere. All kid-friendly, cool, safe, quality furniture your kids will enjoy for a long time to come. It's the rooms they want at the low prices you want. So check out all of our great kids collections. Available now at roomstogokids.com. Click here to shop now. Come on, what are you waiting for?
In mere moments, I believe.
What are you waiting for?
In mere moments.
Hopefully.
What are you
At least we'll
waiting
have
for?
period 2 coming up.
Yes. And we'll just
Maybe some more people will be here then.
Yeah, we're going to play it by ear, man. Yeah, that is the tradition here on Friday Night Hockey. Because Open Skate does precede the league by a little bit. We are in Season 5 of HQML, so that alone is very exciting to me. And there's a very exciting shot. Oh, just off the doorstep there. So close, so close. But
who would have ever thought this would have gone into 5 seasons?
I know, right?
More than one.
More than one was a wonderful thing. And you know what, Mefy? They've got a lot of changes on tap for Season 6. They're even talking about promotion and relegation.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, you've
really
got
really know you've made it when the Fun League has taken off so much and some promotions. That's crazy.
Yeah, when there's enough teams to have a second tier and promotion and relegation. Yeah, I think the plan is to have still 2 games, 4 games each week, like we always have. And there's Taser shooting and scoring 7-1 now, the scoreline. But yes, it will be Group A and Group B, and there will be 2 games from each on Friday Night Hockey. The way I'm led to understand it. Dick Van Dijk is putting all that together. But, yeah, big changes coming up in Season 6. It's going to go a little bit longer, too. I hate to go into too much detail because I'm going to get it wrong. But basically, the season will last a little longer, and they're trying to make it to where teams stay together more from season to season, because we've had a lot of the teams, some teams stay and they keep playing, but a lot of the times everybody scatters and they make new teams. So they're wanting to encourage people to play with the same teams and get better as clubs, as franchises, so that they can challenge the overseas guys, the Russians and whatnot. I believe that is the plan.
I don't know. I kind of like all the name changes. Maybe they can at least, keep changing the name.
Yeah, change the name,
keep
the people. Yeah, that's a good idea. Matt with 4 goals already. He has really been scoring a lot of goals here on Friday Night Hockey in the past few weeks, and it looks like even in the open skate he is getting it done. They may be down a person there for the blue team, I believe. Yes, they are. That helps a little bit. They're on a power play, a perpetual power play.
They're down by a couple people, actually.
Yep, it looks that way. And there's Dial taking advantage of it as well. He gets his 4th. Matt with 3 assists.
I have faith in Blue that they can come back from this one.
Yep. And Bojarzin is saying his ice textures are pure black. But that does, it does make it super easy to see the puck, yeah. But he will be in action tonight, I'm sure, the superstar Canadian. He is the leader of the Machine. They are on the schedule tonight. Let me see, I can look up the schedule here. Let's see, on the lineup, it's the Mighty Dicks are going to take on the 8th grade graduates. The Machine versus Team Fancy. 2 Crips 1 Wheelchair versus 2 Buff Toulouse. A battle of the twos. And 3 Pronger versus the Storm and Mormons. That is the scheduled bouts on the card for this evening. We'll see if those actually take place or not. Looks like most of 3 Pronger is here. They are definitely one of the, oh man, Barry's one upstairs as Dial gets his 5th. And yeah, they are in fine form already. They've been playing very well throughout the course of the season so far, so not surprising to see them doing well, not only with a few players down, but also they've got the scorer's touch. There are a couple of guys on that team that are really good snipers.
Yeah, as long as you can put it in the net's general direction, that usually helps.
It really does.
And since it doesn't look like Blue's able to play with a goalie, it's also going Red's way currently.
Yeah, we found that out, didn't we? That it's good to have a goalie.
Even no matter how inept they are, just anyone helps.
Yeah, put a body in front of the net. Yeah, man.
It's the intimidation factor. You just gotta scowl at them as they come charging at you.
Oh yeah, definitely. Come out big. That really, really helps. So we are in the second period, and the bleeding has not stopped, and it's not stopping anytime soon, as Dial gets his 6th of the game.
I believe that one was a backhander.
It was, yeah. They're just showing off now for the fans. And we encourage
there's no
that.
other person to show off.
And Matt.
There we go again. 6 for him as well. Between him and Dial, they're only missing 1 goal for their team.
Yes, my oh my. 13-1 if you're scoring at home, or even if you're by yourself. That is quite a wide margin. And so now they're taking their time and launches. Oh, and how did that not go in? And the rebound swatted away. Looks like Dial is going to go ahead and finish it off. Oh, man.
Looks like Blue might have a 13-point split. Hopefully they can hold them off at that.
Well, and one of the things that they were hoping with the new scheduling too, or the new season layout, is that will even out the skills of the teams somewhat, so that there's not as many wide margins of victory, which actually this season has been pretty close as far as contests. There was one that the Mighty Dicks lost by like 20 goals, but we missed last week, so we were at QuakeCon. Dial and Superhawk Blue and Billiam filled in admirably for us, I'm told. But before that, the week before that, the Mighty Dicks won a crazy overtime game on a couple of dramatic goals by Dick Van Deeks. So they are definitely changing their fortunes somewhat with the acquisition of Hess. That helps them a lot. And so they've got a full lineup, and we'll see how they do tonight against the 8th grade graduates.
Mighty Dicks are one of the most storied franchises here.
They are, man. Yeah, they've been around
HQML
since the
history.
beginning, haven't they, in one form or fashion?
Season 1.
Yeah, I remember season 1. Yeah, nostalgia, man. We go way back. Yeah, this has been going for over a year. It's kind of a, that's a long time in dog years. Yeah, very nice. Chance in front, and over at the face-off circle. It's going to backhand pass. Oh, it's just beautiful and sad and beautiful.
Yeah, it looks like the Prongs are taking their practice clobbering this round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're just getting warmed up for the actual league games that are about to take place. And we're just getting warmed up here on Friday Night Hockey, as we've got 3:43 left in this open skate, and then assuming that people are here enough to play the games, we will play the games. So, but in the meantime, a 15-1 score is weighing very heavily on the side of red. But yes, we had. Well, I was talking a little bit about hockey football or football. I don't know what they're calling it. I think
hockey soccer.
Yeah, hockey soccer or whatever. Yeah. But, well, since these were mostly overseas people playing today, well, in fact, entirely overseas people, we call it football. And it was Russia versus Europe. It was a very tough battle, as it was a full 11v11. And if you can imagine, man, 22 people out there on the pitch. Now, the field on that is a little bit wider than this, obviously, but, yeah, it got pretty crazy. And the Europeans jumped out to an early lead. Russia came back, but Europe ended up finishing them off, I believe, from downtown, Taser. And Europe won that one 6-5. And I'm told that next Saturday there is going to be a show match with North America. I think they will be playing Europe, I'm pretty sure.
That sounds awesome. Now, I know that sometimes you get that many people on the server, it can start to tank. How'd the server perform?
You know what? That was one of the most surprising things about today, because we didn't know where the server was going to be, and some guy named Slenderman said, I'll host it. So I'm like, oh, great. Here we go. On Potato. It's very sad. Only one Potato computer. You know, so we just were like, okay, you're going to host 22 players, a couple of linesmen. They actually had linesmen to call off sides and stuff, and casters and everything. But it worked very well. I didn't see anybody complain about lag. It looks good on our end, even from across the pond. And, yeah, it held up great. So the Cryptic C netcode, very, very strong, and especially if you get it on a decent enough machine. And apparently Slenderman has a pretty good connection. So you can watch that.
Because of Slenderman, though, we all have to kill for him now, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, we've sworn an oath. But you can catch that on the on the IBN Casting YouTube.
Off the crossbar.
That almost went in. My goodness. So they're just toying with them now, as nobody in the net. 2 guys for blue, and so they're down a couple.
15-point split.
Yes, I don't know that we can really draw anything from what we're seeing here, other tan these guys just taking some target practice and waiting on their game.
I can handle the math on this one, but if it was 17 to 15, I might have an issue.
Yeah, and there's Dick. I believe that is probably Dick Van Dyke from the Mighty Dicks.
I would assume so.
Yeah, well, they all had Dick in their names. It was a themed kind of thing, but yeah, I'm assuming.
DVD's been around for season 1. He's a veteran at this point.
He is, and he is one of the guys who put together that football mod. In fact, the main progenitor of that, I believe, as well as making the cool rink that you're seeing tonight here. He was the guy who put together our rink textures here at the Royale Cheese Arena, and a lot of custom stuff for the game, and another custom goal. Will he have time to get them back in this? No, there are 18 seconds left.
I think it's pretty safe to call this one in Red's favor.
I think so too, Mefy.
Really,
yeah.
It's just 3-point's favor.
Oh, and just to add another one on, 17-3 now, as 8 goals for Dial. Tim Barrett nopes out, and that should do it. Now we get the fun of seeing who is actually here. Looks like all of Three Pronger is here, so I'm not sure about their opponents. But now comes the tension-filled part where we figure that shit out. And it is, Luchik is asking who it is versus the Machine. I believe that's Team Fancy versus the Machine tonight.
They're so fancy.
Yeah, just like that Iggy Azalea song. Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm going to look at this lineup again because I completely forgot. Yeah, it is indeed the Machine versus Team Fancy. Three Pronger is scheduled to play the Stormin' Mormons, and they are here. Three Pronger is. I don't see any of the Stormin' Mormons, which usually they have colorful names, famous LDS people from history. But yeah, I'm not seeing any of those guys. So, oh God, I don't know if you're around, Mefy, that one night when we had 3 teams show up, and none of their opponents did. So so there was a lot of waiting around for the opponents, and then once the opponents did show up, everybody wanted to go first, and we were like, well, that will probably never happen again. But I don't know. We'll see here. If not,
it's me.
To hell with it. We'll have another open skate. I don't know. We're flexible. It's Friday night.
Yeah, maybe the people need an extra week to recover from QuakeCon.
I know that. We kind of needed an extra week, but we are here, and yeah, QuakeCon was a blast. We talked to Dick Van Dyke there in person at QuakeCon. He was there. And I think he was the only one from the hockey community this year. We've had in the past.
You mean Blender guy?
Yeah, the Blender guy. Yeah, the other Blender guy. Yeah, yeah. Our artist Hollow, yes, always gregarious, and yeah. DVD's kind of shy, man, but he is a quiet genius, and
he does beautiful work on hockey. I'll give him that.
Absolutely. Yeah, and all these other mods. He made the sumo mod. You remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
We were going to revolutionize the fighting game community with that, yes. I think that is also on the IBN Casting YouTube, the night we did Sumo Night. And there was one match that went on for like 45 minutes, I think. It was basically kind of like a staring contest of 2 guys just kind of shoving each other in the middle of the ring with no advantage really on either side. That one was that might have dampened a little bit of the enthusiasm for sumo. I'm not sure, but very, very strategic, very tactical. So let's see who we've got here. 3-pronger awaits in their dark depths here for their opponents, the Storm and Mormons, who apparently, if they are going to be here, they are not here yet. So it looks like a lot of the machine is here. See, Bern Wernham is here, as well as Beaujarzine. So they've at least got a couple. But in the meantime, we're going ahead and starting another open skate, because why not? And so the opening face-off taken. We'll see if they employ goaltenders in this. Lucic minding the net on the other side for the blue team.
With the puck.
Yeah, he does that a lot. Gonna send it down to Taser. Oh, man. Oh, a nice pass there. And Dial taking advantage of the feed from Taser. And it is 1-0 here in open skate. And
this is why Dial came back.
Yeah, we missed him when he was gone. And oh, here they go again. And it's a freebie.
Easily putting that one away.
And we heard from Claude Giroux. He's coming back as well. So you remember Claude.
Always entertaining, Claude.
Always entertaining, yes. So it will be... he has had his ups and downs in the community, but he is... I think the positives far outweigh the negatives. He certainly brought a lot of new people into the game. And he wrote some awesome fan fiction about me and Killinger, which we won't go into here, but yeah.
I read some of it. It was colorful.
Yeah, colorful is a good term for it, yes. It's a well-placed adjective, man. And but K-Bomb from the hockey community has offered to get him a computer. They were getting rid of some of their computers at work. And he's got one that will run the games, so that will assist. So the community is looking out for each other, and that's one of the cool things about this community. And there's BW, that's Bern Wernham, and he shoots and scores, makes it 2-1.
I do know Claude was big into Super Ball there for a bit, too.
That's true,
Don't know how that's doing. I haven't heard much Super Ball lately. How's it going?
I'm glad you asked. It turns out that next week, I believe, they have got a cup scheduled, from what I understand. Let's see, next week is the first weekend in August, isn't it? If my math is correct.
Yeah,
yes, it is.
I think so.
Okay, so the NASBL, the North American Super Ball League, used to be the North American Death Ball League many years ago. Infidel and that crew, they have set up once again from Death Ball to Super Ball, and they are getting a full league going. But right now, since that is not starting just yet, they are going to have a tournament-style thing over the course of the weekend. And as far as I know, IBN is going to be involved in that somehow. Our good friend Billiam from the hockey and Super Ball communities is helping to organize that. So here's a shot from downtown all the way in, awesome. Dick! And that is a long and tumescent Dick shot. Ties it up at 2.
Just snuck past Matt as he wasn't paying attention a bit.
Yeah. And, oh, right there on the doorstep again, Matt pulled the trigger and wasn't able to get wood on it. So all the euphemisms are flying by left and right here as we reach the 150 mark of the first period. But it is tied and loose again. Lucic is going to get away from his pursuers and make it 3-2. So blue team faring a little better in this one than the previous open skate. Oh, man. But, yes, Super Bowl potentially next week here on IBN. We'll let you know more when we find out. The Twitter is probably the best place to find out about that. IBN Casting on Twitter. We'll keep you informed of all the latest when we find out. But I believe that's the plan. So, yes, Super Bowl still pretty active. Lots going on in that. I know that the developers of Super Bowl are moving to Unreal 4 from Unreal 3. And as we were talking a little bit about Wrecked, #Wrecked from Hell Legit Games, which so that's the reason that we were at QuakeCons, to show off our game. That is using Unreal 4, and we have just loved it. There's so much you can do with it. And so I think it will be really good for Super Bowl when they move that over. They said it'd be a while before they get the version up that will switch it over, but it's going to be good for the long-term life of the game, I think, as it is still in beta, but already pretty feature-rich, I would say, for a beta. So
well, it'll be going back into alpha as soon as they switch over to Unreal 4, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their plans are, but yeah, they will be telling us more, I'm sure, on their subreddit on our Super Bowl. But tonight, it's all about hockey. This is Hockey Question Mark. If we haven't mentioned it already, this is made by Cryptic Sea, and it is free to play, hockeyquestionmark.com. And, of course, check the subreddit for this taser, tying it up, 5 seconds.
Ties it up, 5 to go.
So we're in the middle of a very close match here, which is a good thing to see. But yes, check out the r/hockey question mark subreddit, where that is probably the hub, at least in North America, for the game and for the community. And they just did a reach out, Mefy, once again. They hit up the r/hockey subreddit, the larger about NHL and all sorts of hockey subreddit, and they do that every once in a while, and when they do, it always brings in more people to play the games. So, and in this case, it also did. They had a prospects game here recently, I think earlier this week, as a matter of fact, where some of the new players got in and played, and some of them will be on display in the Rising Stars League, which is kind of the I don't want to say beginners league, but there are 3 leagues right now in North America. There is LHL, which plays 3 nights a week, obviously the busiest night, or the busiest league. It's on 3 nights. Friday is usually the busiest night because we have 4 games with a bunch of teams, but tonight maybe not quite as busy, Mefy. But yes, LHL, probably the most serious league. And Matt getting serious there, making it 4-3, a minute into the second.
It was a real cluster there in front of the blue net, but Red came out on top.
Yep, took advantage of it. And so, yeah, there's RSL, there's LHL. Woo! Oh, man, what happened there? And
saved by his teammate.
Yeah, he's going to go for it again. And this one, he's going to backhand one across, looking for the one-timer. And broken up, chance for blue to push it the other way. They are at center ice with it now. Moving across to the blue line. And gets it taken away from him, tries to gather it back up, swatted back into the corner now. And they will chase it down. Burnwornham there. Will be taken by the red team, but he's already facing a lot of opposition. Blue swarming on him. And we'll go back to center ice, at least for the moment. 3:12 left. Shot and save. That was a very nice one there. And here's one that goes almost to the crease, but not quite. And they're going to hold it in at the point. Circling, ready to shoot. Fires. Oh, man. And again, another one just wide. And so he will send it back in front again, looking for somebody to swoop in on the one-timer. Nobody home, though. So we'll go back to the corners. And the blue team chasing it out now. Here is Dick. He is on the move, using those boards to get around a couple of people. Now chasing it into the corner on the dump down. And the net is empty. This could be a good chance for him here as he's looking for his teammate. Puck lost. Will be gathered back up by Matt, and he will go on a run here most likely. We'll see if he looks for the pass. He does, up the ice, and looking for Dial. It goes just past him, though. 2:16 left in the second. And the blue team now getting back to the puck, and Red will have to chase it back to center ice. He's going to go ahead and launch one from distance. That is going to go very wide, but there he's setting up once again, and this one just a little beyond the stick. So now here comes Lucic with it, and he's got a couple of people ahead of him. He's going to go ahead and fire wide to the right. That had a chance, man.
Got past all the defenders, but
yep. But now a wide open net, and Dial is just going to go ahead and carry that one all the way in. 5-3 now.
Beautiful playing from both sides, though. I like how they're not really playing. They're just having fun. They're not really playing with goalies, only when they get down to their side.
Yep, Matt with another one. And, well, the game is supposed to be fun. Sometimes it gets pretty serious. I mean, it is a competitive community, and people don't like to lose. And sometimes feels get brought into this thing. But it is a fun game for fun. And it's good to be reminded of that every once in a while. Nicely stopped there and shot, but a little bit wide. So they're going to have to chase this all the way back. Looks behind him. Coast is clear. Tays are going to take this. He's got Lucic behind him, so he's going to send it around the boards to Dial, who will send one down. Oh, he's just going to let this go.
I believe that was a curling move right there.
Yeah, he swept it. Yeah. Had the sweeper in front of him. Yeah, Matt, cordial enough not to redirect that, just to clear out the path in front of him. Oh, and I see PK is joined from Team Fancy, so now we're starting to see people trickle in slowly into the server. So we might actually get, if we can get at least one league game in tonight, I will feel like it is some sort of an accomplishment, Mefy.
Well, people are busy. It's a Friday night. We understand.
Sure, and it's the middle of summer. I mean, and they had HockeyCon this week. A lot of people were at that, in Boston. So a lot of the people who were at HockeyCon are now in transit on their way back to their homes. So some of those guys may not be around to play in games this evening. So that might be a hindrance to attendance somewhat. But by all accounts, it turned out that HockeyCon, the first ever HockeyCon, was quite a success.
QuakeCon, most people consider it a pretty big thing, but
HockeyCon
to be overshadowed by HockeyCon in its first year alone, that's impressive.
It is. And they're already talking about where to have the second one, and there's already controversy about that. A lot of the Canadian guys want to have it in Toronto. As much as I would love to go to Toronto, I have friends there. I'm told it's a beautiful place and would love to check it out. They're also talking about having it in Texas, which, being in Texas, that's a little closer for me. There are a lot of members of the community in both places, so at some point, why not both? Why not Zoidberg? But I'm not sure where the next one will take place. But I'm lobbying for Texas because I think it would be fun.
There should be a World Cup type FIFA voting event where you can bribe each other and see where it goes. Make promises, we get it this year, but next year you guys get it.
Yeah, like lots of slave labor in which people give their lives to build the giant facilities for HockeyCon.
Of course. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, I agree, man. I will table that on the next agenda for sure. Yes, indeed, HockeyCon. The community is growing, believe it or not. You can't tell it from tonight, but yes, the hockey community in North America is very, very strong right now. And, we're coming off of a Hockey World Cup in which North America, well, they were competitive. That was the best thing really we can say about it. Canada did get to the bronze medal games, so that was good. But there was a time, the other countries involved, Russia ended up winning it all, and the Russians have been playing the longest as far as organized hockey ? Competition, and it really showed. They're so good. But the North American teams held their own and really got stuck in. So I think that the next World Cup they will do a lot better, and it's a encouraging sign for the future, I think. Right, 2:27 left here.
Most certainly. It's good to see the North Americans, just because they've only been playing for, really organized for about a year now, I guess, right? HQML.
Yeah.
So to come that far when Russia's been playing for several years at this point.
Yes, very true.
It's a big accomplishment.
And Matt, once again, 8-4 now the score. With 2 minutes left here in the third. But yeah, and even the early days of HQML were pretty fast and loose. So it's gotten a little bit more organized, I would say, maybe the past half year or so, where people were really thinking about getting teams together that could compete with powerhouse teams such as Russia. Because when we first started this, it was kind of a pipe dream to even think, we used to talk about maybe one day we'll have a team that can compete with the Russians, and it just seems so far away. So to come so far, yeah, man, in such a short time is a great testament to the North American community. And yeah, and that's one of the things they're talking about with HQML, the changing the format of it to kind of encourage that, to get these guys start thinking more in terms of team effort. And there's Dick with a nice individual effort, 8-5. They've got to make 3 in a minute. Can they do it?
It's not impossible.
It is not impossible. But here comes the red team once again. Oh, he almost had one there. Bobbled it in the crease, but he's going to follow up with a pass across into the slot. And stolen. Another chance here. Lucic on the move. He's going to send one in. Dick in front. And knocked away.
Just gets away from him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they've got control for another 30 seconds.
Sure, plenty of time.
Stop dead in the brig by Dial.
Oh, my goodness. So, as time ticks down, here's a backhand shot. Save made. Taser. Rebound attempt. Shot. Oh, just a little bit over. It looked like somebody might have gotten a piece of that. 13 seconds left. And will this scoreline stay the same, or will somebody managed to get one through. And as you see, PK Pafancy, PK Paching in the net for the blue team. Maybe a little too late, though, as, yep, that is going to close the chapter on this open skate. 8-5 in favor of red for those of you who are keeping track of it for historical purposes. And so now we'll find out who is here.
I did see a message pop up that Mighty Dicks were all here.
Oh, nice.
Of course, Third Pronger's always here.
Yes, 2C1W is on the schedule to play this evening. Whether they do or not is still up in the air.
Entirely up to them.
Yeah, yeah. We leave it to the players. And we will reset the game if we have to. So the tension mounts. Mefy, here we go. As the we're starting an open skate one way or the other here, looks like. So look through here and see who we've got. The Machine, a couple of guys here from that. They are ready. And of course Dick from the Mighty Dicks. And Kipe and Gabe here from Two Crips, One Wheelchair. But yeah. Oh,
we'll see if we can get at least one in.
I have faith, Mefy. I never give up hope. And here's one. Oh, talk about never giving up hope. That one goes all the way down the length of the ice, rattles off the post, and finally chased down by the red team just in time. So now they will take it in the other direction. They're going to launch one, and that one, oh, Matt. Oh, boy. And they're saying, is the Machine ready?
Fancy versus Machine might be our first one.
Okay, cool. Well, we will start this as soon as they are ready. Yeah, Slugger from Team Fancy is here also. Dr. Slugger. Another one of our medical professionals, just like Hillinger.
It's not much good having a doctor without the degree.
That's true.
And the way these guys play, you definitely need one out on the ice.
I'm telling them
Looks like they're trying to get people to get in yes.
Which you've got admin too, right? So yeah, we can.
I do.
We can pull the trigger.
I think I remember the reset command. I believe it's just reset.
It's a reset game, I believe. / reset game. And yeah, I definitely want to make sure that if the Machine is here and ready to play, they get to play. Because I know Burnwortham really wants to play because this is the only league he's in. And he is really looks forward to these games on Friday nights. Probably almost as much as we do. So, yeah, first game, I think, yeah, we'll see if the Machine versus Team Fancy sounds like a good one to me. And they say Fancy is ready. The Machine, obviously ready.
I will go ahead and reset.
Cool, man. I will give you the honors. Oh, and now they're like, wait, who do we have?
I got it typed in and everything.
Yeah. They're saying, yeah, we can go ahead and reset it, and then they can just join as needed. And we do. So here we go, folks. We promised you HQML action, and the HQML is underway almost. And here they go. Yes, they are starting to fill up the rosters here. Wonderful. So we'll get at least one game in, man.
Can't turn off mouse acceleration.
Does anybody like mouse acceleration? Anybody?
Oh, yeah, totally. I love it.
I've never heard anybody say until just now.
I think Rafa plays with mouse excel.
I don't know. He has a pretty unusual setup. You know, we got to watch him play hashtag Wrecked at QuakeCon, and we don't have. It's alpha, which you can get at helllegitgames.com, by the way, or Arena first-person shooter. We don't have key bindings in the alpha just yet. That's coming in some very soon
Later
forthcoming
release.
builds. Yes. But yeah, he uses some of those guys do. I think Clock uses the arrow keys to move. Rafa said that he uses mouse 2 to jump, which is what we use for the grav belt. So
I'm all down for mouse 2 jump. But anyway, we're off on our first match here.
oh, we
Machine
are
versus
wonderful.
Fancy.
You want to give us our lineups, man?
All right, for Team Fancy, we have Slugger, PK Paching going as PK Fancy in this one. Lidl Fancyton and Big V. For
And on the other
Team The Machine, we have Milan Lucic, Burn Wernham,
Burn Wernham,
Yeah.
yes, or BW if you prefer.
That's the alcohol's getting to me. Bourgeoisine and Ticklebox.
Yeah, these are two really good teams, and the Machine really one of the best teams last season, and they made it all the way to the finals, and so now they are picking up where they left off. Team Fancy, of course, when you name yourself after probably Iggy Azalea's greatest song, then the expectations are high, and so they've been doing okay. I think they've won one, and I know they got a forfeit win at one point. Here's one from distance all the way down. Ticklebox will handle this.
Let's not knock the forfeit win. A win's a win.
A win's a win. You're exactly right. And there will be at least a couple of teams probably that will get their wins that way tonight, and a few teams that will take an L because of that. So here is another chance. Loose shot. Oh, the rebound, and Lucic there to pick up the garbage on the doorstep, and the Machine strikes first, 1-0. Nice team effort there. And they've got it loose on the draw again. Here's another chance. Lucic with his second. And within a matter of seconds, wow.
Can he make it a 1-2-3?
That was, since we've been keeping records, I'm not sure if that was the quickest margin between an individual scoring 2 goals in HQML history, but pretty damn close if not. And looking for a third. There, that one's blocked. So 149 in the first period, and already the Machine jumping out to a very nice lead here. But here comes Team Fancy. Shot from distance, just wide to the left. And this will go all the way back to center ice. And Lidl Fancyton, a.k.a. Littleton, will take this and switch it up to the other side. That will be nobody there to take advantage of that. So Burn Wernham will scoop it up for the Machine. Well, here they come. Here comes Team Fancy. Better late than never, and they are right on time. Here's a shot, and this one bounces in. Big V! Oh, man. That was a nice one, as that went off at least a couple of players on its way to the net. And, oh, hello. That went right at the camera. Nice view there for the folks at home. The millions watching right now on Hitbox TV. You are seeing a good one here already in HQML action, as the Team Fancy gets one back, and Big V getting the deflection shot in, And 2-1 now is the score. So we go under a minute. And here's a shot from the machine, a little bit wide. This will be taken in the corner. Lucic once again, and they're going to battle for this. Maintains possession, looking for the outlet pass. He's got it set up right there on the faceoff circle. Plenty of time to shoot this. Does Beaujarzine! Oh, man. Once again, the superstar Canadian Beaujarzine, with mouse acceleration and all, manages to put one in from the faceoff circle. 3-1 now, and they are looking again. He's got a chance. Oh, man, and that one looked like it got blocked as he was putting everything he had into that shot, just really bending the stick to lean in on it. 8 seconds now. Will Team Fancy.
Like Beckham.
Yes.
It was a great movie.
It was a great movie.
For Cameron Diaz alone, I mean.
Well, yes, and a young Keira Knightley, yes, making her debut.
Oh yeah, shit, you're right. It was Keira Knightley. Damn it.
Yeah, before she started doing, kind of period pieces.
Yes. And Domino.
Yeah. Oh man, here we go though. The second period begins, and the machine taking possession off the draw. They've got it at the blue line. Here's one slow and low, but Fancy is going to stop. PK Paching in the net, standing up tall, as that one did have a chance. It was actually moving. Sometimes those slow rollers like that just stay along the ice can be deceiving, especially if you've got bodies in between. But the veteran goalie, PK Paching, making the stops. So this one, a nicely done pass, but it is intercepted, and the machine again setting up on offense. This one will go back to the point, picked up, shot, save made once again. PK Paching as he swats it out of the air. And they are still keeping it going, though. Here's another one, and this one just a little bit wide of the crease, and they will just try to get this the hell out of there as the onslaught of the machine continues. So now here comes Big V, and he likes to shoot from right about here, and he's going to go ahead and backhand one, and that one just wide to the right will be picked up again by the machine and moved on. Bo's got it. Stick in the face. Still keeping it. Shooting. And this one behind the net. Still held in. Lucic got it. He will set up the pass across there. And not quite on target with that one as far as getting the shot off or being in position to do much with that. But Lucic with the wraparound. Bang! His third of the game. The hat trick for Lucic. And that makes it 4-1. The machine, they are making a statement tonight here on Friday Night Hockey, Mefy.
Definitely putting on a show against Fancy. Poor PK can't get a break there in that.
Yeah, he's made a bunch of good saves, but yeah, it's a team effort, and again, they are just they're there for the rebounds. They're making good passes, and the machine just and maybe there's something to this staying together from season to season, because the machine, a team that again we said they did very well in season 4, and they are continuing that here in season 5 with pretty much the same lineup.
I can't really see that Fancy's doing anything wrong. It's just the pressure's unbearable from the machine.
Yeah, just like that. Oh, but PK Paching does manage to take that one away at close range. But here again, they're catching the rebound.
Quick
oh, man. How about it? And yeah, what can you do?
Can't get a break.
What can you do as a goalie about that? Oh, but there's a nice one. He tries to sneak one past Tickle box quickly off the draw. Tickle with the Tickle save manages to keep it out. And he hasn't had to do a whole lot in this game just yet, but he has come up big when they needed him to. And that was a good one right there. So, wow, a 4-goal lead for the machine here in the second period. And now they will begin again. They're going to dump it into the zone. It will be taken by Team Fancy here. So that's PK coming out to play that as Lidl is in the net, and so PK will he might go forward here as he is capable of doing that.
He's definitely a game changer. He's probably he might be the biggest power player they have right now. Oh no, they got Big V.
They do
He's
have Big
definitely
V,
a power
yeah.
player. Another veteran.
Yeah, and that's Big V has a hell of a shot. He certainly does. And when he has room to fire, he is deadly. But they just they've been playing pretty well on defense on these guys too. They're just not giving them a lot of room. But yeah, sometimes the best defense, a good offense, and we're seeing it here certainly from the machine here in this game. And we go under a minute here in the second period, and they are nursing along with the 4-goal lead. Ticklebox will take this behind the net, set things up for them again. Lucic out on the wing. He will pursue this down. It will be taken, though, by Lidl's got it now. And he will send one across the slot. They will pick it back up. No, taken. Big V, here he goes. He's got Slugger with him, and they've got a break. He's got a chance, and a big save once again as Ticklebox came out huge on that one to make the stop. He cut. That was a good positioning there. He was able to get enough to cut off the pass, so he couldn't make the outlet pass, and he just was right in his face to stop the actual shot. So that is textbook goaltending from Ticklebox, and with 4 seconds left, they're going to go ahead and send one. And yeah, talking about veteran goalies, it's going to take more than that to get one past PK Paching, but they already have 5 times here, and that is the difference maker so far as we're going to the third.
It's definitely a lot for Team Fancy to overcome, but anything can happen with Big V. Especially if you can start taking some from distance and catching Ticklebox off guard, which, granted, Ticklebox is never off guard, but that's okay.
Yeah, and see, that's good pro player commentary, Mefy. See, you know your shit, man.
Is it?
Yeah, because Big V,
okay.
he is a distance shooter. He likes to get right across the blue line and just let one go, and he's deadly accurate with those. So, yeah, they just aren't giving him a lot of breathing room to make those kind of shots, though. And if they can keep up that kind of defensive man-on-man as well as the offensive pressure that they've been able to generate, it's looking pretty good for the machine to get a win here. But they've got plenty of time on the board, and like we said, anything can happen, not only with Team Fancy, but with Friday Night Hockey in general. We have seen some ridiculous comebacks. Even more ridiculous than this potentially could be, but we'll see how it plays out now. Ticklebox out on the side there, and bodies flying. What's going to happen here? As the machine finally gathers it back up in the neutral zone, they will start moving it here. And the shot from distance. Oh, and Beaujarzi!
Sneaks over the line right off the crossbar, or right off the post.
My, oh my. And yeah, you were talking about those off-speed shots. Yeah, Ticklebox wants the assist. But how about that? And here's another one. And PK is going to get this one, but oh, he got the rebound. And now following it back in, Burn Wernham shoots and scores. And he was just following up on Lucic, who was following up on the initial shot. And yeah, they're crashing the net. And it's working very well for them to the tune of a 6-goal lead. 7-1 your score line. I did not think that this game would be as wide a margin of scoring as it has been, but so far this is just a standout performance from the machine. Yeah, like you said, Team Fancy, they're not doing anything really wrong. They have the talent, but the machine just really has the jump tonight. They seem to really they showed up to play, Mefy.
They definitely brought their A game.
Yes, indeed. And here is another possible chance. He was going to take one from a weird angle there, it looked like, but doesn't have to. Now we'll go back the other way. Team Fancy will follow this down behind the net. It is Slugger there, and he is being marked by Burn Wernham. I hate to say being marked. That soccer game today, still some leftover terms from that.
Are we going to see any yellow cards out today?
I was wondering if they were going to call fouls in that, since they actually had human beings to call offsides and stuff. But I think that's you can't really. I don't know. Too much controversy. And Lucic with his 5th.
He's working on his 2nd hat trick at this point.
Wow. 8-1 as we go to the 2-minute mark of the 3rd, and the machine has this well in hand over Team Fancy.
I think Fancy might have pulled their goalie. Well, he's just kind of
believe
hanging back.
You are correct, Mefy, as they are starting to push up, and so they will send everybody forward in an attempt.
Oh, it's going to hurt them here, though.
Yeah, afraid so. As Leafs comes in off the bench to get that one with the assist from Lucic, his 3rd, and a 9-1 scoreline as they approach double digits. And this draw will go up in the air. Now Team Fancy possibly a little demoralized by that. Now they will, but they are again leaving the net empty. And yeah, with the kind of offensive up-tempo game the machine has been playing, that is a very dangerous move. It's a bold strategy, but so far it's not bearing much fruit. As we go under a minute, it will be the machine once again. They're holding it in the Fancy zone, and Slugger leaves the game early.
The rage quit.
Oh my good! They've only got 3 people out there. Oh, here he is. He came back. Okay, so not a rage quit, just one of those rage disconnect. Okay, yes, the DCs are real. He says. Okay,
I believe in DCs as well.
So yeah. It happens to everybody sometimes, man. Just like a game like this happens sometimes to even the best of teams. But the real story of this one is just the machine. Now, they are making their own statement, and this could be a team that we see in the HQML finals once again if they keep playing at this level. And now all 4 of them will swarm on the puck and send it back around, and that will run the time off the clock. Put it in stone. The machine are your winners over Team Fancy in very convincing fashion. 9-1 the final. And
what a stunning game. I didn't I would have thought it definitely would have been closer than that.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
I don't know, maybe Team Fancy ate their extra Wheaties this morning or something, but yeah, there's nothing Fancy could do.
No, not even Charlie XCX could have saved them there. But we'll see who's up next. 2 Buff to Lose appears to be here. And 2 Crips, 1 Wheelchair. So we're going to see the battle of the 2 teams. Nice. We might get 3 games in tonight, Mefy.
That would be a lovely thing.
It certainly would. So, yes, it will be. That is our next game, folks. As it looks like 2 Crips, 1 Wheelchair will be in blue, and 2 Buff to Lose in red. If now they're starting to join. Yeah, here we go. There is at least 2C1W is here. And 2 Buff should be joining shortly. They were just on the ice, so.
Well, we've got Stu Walton and I don't know who the long 2 Buff to Lose guy is. Sitting down there at the bottom.
Yep. So we'll wait for them to set things up here. There they go. You want to run down the actual lineups, man?
Sure. We have Kipe for 2 Crips, 1 Wheelchair. We have 2 Crip to finish, Gabe. We have Cripelier and Savinor. For Team 2 Buff to Lose, we have 2 Goose to Lose. Goose, our good friend Goose. We have Taze, Stu Walton, and I have no idea who the other person is. So, therefore, we will not mention them on stream.
Okay. Yeah, the names are always one of the more exciting parts of our games. So
If your
there
name
we
doesn't
go.
fit on the scoreboard, there's a problem.
Yeah, Montreal Ubuff, Montreal lose. Yeah, that is a difficult one for any caster. And yeah, I'm not sure if it's Savinor or Savenor. Because I always call him Savenor because he's back there making saves, but I think it might be Savinor. You never know how to pronounce some of these sometimes, but that always makes for amusement, if nothing else. And
I don't know. My little 4-letter name causes confusion as well, so.
people can't pronounce Mefy. Oh yeah, they call you Mefy. Yeah.
There's Mefy and Mefy and I don't know, man. I chose Mefy because I thought it would be easy, but
Yeah, how hard can it be, right? And how hard can this be? Oh, the save made. Sweeping back in to make that stop. They had to rush back on defense. And so now Stu Walton will set things up for Two Buff to lose. Back at center ice now. Shot from distance. Save Nor with the save. Nor. And now here they go again. Back the other way. Blocked, though. They're going to hold this in their zone. And Kipe going to chase this down. Two Buff to Taze there. And who will come away with this? It is a 1v1 battle. Down in the corners, it's Gabe and MTL. We'll just go with MTL.
I can dig it.
Sure. And that one bounces over a couple of sticks and all the way back. Savenor is going to take this. Oh, Taze! And will he be able to gather this up? He was looking to do a Lucic-esque wraparound there, but they were able to get back on D and kind of thwart that. So we're about halfway through the first period and no score yet, but both teams able to move the puck pretty well so far. Here's a possible chance. Shot, and that one just a little off, it looked like. He'd like to have that one back. And so now coming the other way. Oh, that one goes through a couple of people. Possible chance. They're going to pick this up and take it at the point. And now send it back. And they will restart it with Kipe back at their end. And he's going to just go ahead and they're going to do the dump and chase here. As it will go into the corner. Stu Walton will just dig this out. And here is Gabe. And he will just try to dislodge it as well. And they're trying to keep it away from him, but not able to. And, oh, the rebound chance here. To Goose to loose. And with the assist from Taze, Goose gets one in. Sorry about Goose, man. Everybody liked him. You know, from Top Gun.
Oh, of course.
One of the classics of American film. And
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Reach back for this. Oh, I would. I totally would. Watched it again the other day. It was a, yeah, it holds up. It holds up. And, of course, Danger Zone, which is passed into legend, I suppose.
Due to Archer.
Danger Zone. Yeah. And the greatness of Kenny Loggins as well. I mean, that is timeless. But yeah, Archer helps a little bit.
Should be really.
I agree. Under a minute now, and Goose will chase this down in the corner, and it goes up against the post. It looked like he might be able to retrieve that, but no, it's going to be Gabe getting away. And, oh, nice move to get around. He's got a chance to shoot this. He does! What a shot! Top shelf for Mama keeps the cookies. And Gabe expressing his displeasure with the community in goal form. Tied at 1 now, 30 seconds left. And a nice one there from Gabe. But here is a pass across, possible chance. Doesn't catch up to it in time. 25 seconds left. Time ticks down, the first period. And MTL and Gabe will follow this down into the corner. And he's going to take it back up to the point, but it is intercepted and now stolen back. Here comes MTL, guarded closely by two players. Yep. They've got to do something quickly before time runs out.
Nope.
Nope.
We're leaving it tied.
Well, that makes for a fun second period. So pretty evenly matched, these two teams, I would say, at least as from how they play tonight. Looking pretty good.
Well, we've seen it before. The first period's usually just each team testing the waters of the other team, and then second, third period are a lot more explosive.
Yes, and already shot on there. Savenor with the save, and now they will try to forward this, and it's still battled for in the neutral zone. Tay's going to take this. He will send one across the slot, gets his own rebound there off the bounce, and not able to get that one on net. It will go back all the way to the other end. Stu Walton will go ahead and send it down. So we'll see if Savenor comes out. This will come to him. Oh, but there's a chance possibly. And, yeah, Crippelier, I believe that's Montpelier. I always get Monty's name wrong. But had a chance there. So now a minute passes. And we are still tied. But, yeah, it's a back-and-forth seesaw thing, as both teams have had some pretty good chances already. It's Montpelier. Okay. Montpelier. Okay. And Tays, while I struggle with the pronunciation, does not struggle with the shot. Okay, I had it right the first time. Okay. That's good. 2-1, your scoreline.
Pele in his name.
Yeah. Yeah. Montpelier. Okay. Sorry, it's gonna get worse.
Put it in phonetical.
Well, I do appreciate that. Yes, Montpelier, long E. Okay, yeah, okay. Oh God, I'm so sorry. All right, well, any way you want to spell it, a great player, and I believe he has made his way up to a commissioner of one of the leagues now, too. So, staying active in the community. Chance now. Oh, what a save by Savenor at close range. And another one. How did that get back to what? Wow. Says it was off the post.
I sure didn't
take
see
his
it.
word for it.
It's definitely a fast one.
Yes, it was. And almost a deadly one. But, yeah, we'll fall short. So we will retain this 2-1 scoreline, at least for the moment now. Here is Tays once again.
Another try.
Oh, man, but a nice defensive stop there is going to take it off his blade, and now circling around looking for it. Here comes Montpelier. Oh, dude. Okay. And Monty, and so now it's going to yeah, I'm just gonna stop there, man. I'm just gonna stop there. Okay, here we go. As we're at the 2-minute mark, the shot all the way down, almost had a chance there. It was wide to the left. So, and it looks like I'm seeing Mitt Romney talking in the chat. I don't know if he's got his whole team here or not, or at least 1% of them. I'm not sure.
With his family, I'm sure he could pull in a few players.
That's true, yes. And his extended family in Mexico. So hopefully we'll get some more HQML action on tap for you guys. But the games that we've seen so far have been pretty entertaining. We've seen some good plays from all these guys. And here's one, the backhander. And again, that's going to fall a little bit shy of the net. But they will hold it in. So chase down, Savenor is going to go ahead and launch this out of there. A heads-up play by him as we go under a minute. Yes, and the Storm Mormons are scheduled to play three-pronger tonight. After this, The prongers are ready. Oh, and Dial is saying both teams are ready for that. We're going to have 3 games here, Mefy.
I'm excited.
Wow. And what a shot from downtown. That one is going to go over the net, though. And will they be able to hold this into the zone? It looks like they might. Chase down in the corner. Rockets across the crease. And back the other way. 21 seconds now. This will be chased down by MTL. He's going to send it back up to Goose. Stolen. Knocked away. And will they have time to do much with this? 7 seconds? They might very well. Now this is going to go beyond the net and safely out of danger. Ship out of danger? Yes, and it is. So 2-1 is your score going into the third period. Yeah, 2 buff to lose with the lead. Yes, we have shared a bonding moment. Yes, definitely. Well, I struggle with your name, man. Yes. What better way? Normally it's not this hard, but I don't know. It's been a long day. As I say, we got up early here to do the Russia versus Europe game, which you guys can see if you go to the IBN Casting YouTube. It's worth watching just to see the organized chaos of 22 people playing a first-person soccer game. And all that entails. It was very dramatic. We only played 1 match, but what a match it was. And what a shot that was, as he almost had the follow-up there. He was ready to just bury that one. It's possibly still another chance again. They're going to take this down. Oh, no, send out all the way back. Savenor will meet this behind his goal and switch it back up on the wing. There's something on the wing. A lot of Shatner. Oh, and Kipe shoots and scores. That was a beautiful shot there. That was very nice from Kipe.
We might be looking at overtime here.
We very well could, but that was a standout shot there from Kipe. And so 2 Crips, 1 wheelchair back in this. And yeah, very nicely done. So, well, it does set up a very interesting final ending to this game, one way or the other, as time ticks down in the third period. And 2 buff trying to respond. He's got a chance here. Oh, and it rattles off one post, another, and then in MTL with a nice one. Yeah, Savenor got screened on that one, yeah. And here's one off the draw. Hello and goodbye. And hello once
We're
again.
in.
And hello and goodbye. And hello and hello. The bouncing foot. Wow, it's that
rafters tonight.
It's like that was drawn up that way. It just fell right to him. He was ready to pull the trigger, but not quite. So Savenor will take this, and again, looking to the opposite end of the rink. So will be followed down, and oh, nice defensive back check there to swat that one away. We're halfway through the third period, still tied at 2 in this battle of the twos, and there's a shot from distance. Stu Walton saw that and made the stop. But rebound deadly in front, and defensively very nice once again. They are there to block that, and it gives Taze a chance to work this in. He shoots.
Shot.
Oh, and looks like he got the rub of the post a little bit there as Savenor watches that one bounce harmlessly to the side. But they're holding this in. And nope, the slow pass. Time for him to take that one away. And the shot blocked. Stu Walton will finish the rest of it and send it back in the corner. But in front, Crippelier.
We are tied up again. 1:45 to go.
And Monty ties it up, yes. Wow. So again, we set up for a dramatic finish. And here they go. Moving it backhanding it. Oh, and Gabe gets his second of the game, and a very timely one. He's even with a stick in his face, and even with the community in his face, he finishes that one 4-3. And will that be enough? We're about to find out. As collision at center ice there, and that's going to give him a chance in the confusion. Look at that move. Oh, but what a save. As Savenor manages to get that one. That was very nicely done. Now here's the backhand attempt. He doesn't get all of that. Will be chased in the corner here. Taze has got it. They will set up for the one-timer in front, and Savenor blocking it. And now the defense is
really
trying
to put on the pressure here in the last 40 seconds.
Yeah, they've got to, man. The time is running out.
Here comes the goalie.
Here comes Stu Walton. He's going to let one loose. Oh, and almost there. They're trying to go for the redirect in front, and it does not go. So here's Stu coming out again. And this
20
one,
seconds.
It's a race to get to it. He's going to come to it, backhand. Oh, and just wide. And they will get back to it at the point, but sent away. 10 seconds now. Stu Walton, one last chance, sends it down 6 seconds. And will there be time to do anything with this? No, they are saying GG, and GG it is. And wow, that was incredible. What a game. The game of the night so far, as 2 Crips, 1 Wheelchair with a big win over Too Buff to Lose.
What a beautiful game. All players well done all around.
Yeah, both teams really looked good there, and that was anybody's game. So.
But I believe your buddy Crippler was definitely the difference maker there.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah. Yeah. Any way you want to pronounce it, it was quite a performance. So now it looks like we're going to have a 3-pronger in our nightcap, as they will be taking on the Stormin' Mormons, who appear to be here as well. So sometimes maybe it's showing up as half the battle, you know. And wow, we're not wasting. We're getting right into this.
Third prongers have been waiting all night for this one.
Yes, they have. Yeah, I'll let you do the honors on the lineups, man.
All right. So for the Stormin' Mormons, we have Mitt Romney, George, Hesse, and Sammy. For the third prongers, we have Matt, Jarvin, Breeze, and Dial.
Yeah, I think they're actually 3-pronger. And
3-pronger?
Yeah, Jarvin
whatever.
He's the 3rd pronger. It's like the 5th.
We have, they got Dial, who was the true standout player from our show match earlier, a little free skate.
Oh yeah, they've got Dial and Matt. That is their. Those are definitely their scorer guys, their go-to guys. But here is a chance for the Stormin' Mormons as. Oh wait, or for 3-pronger, excuse me. Yes, they're already getting things started here. So much so that I'm confusing which team is which. But now here are the Stormin' Mormons, and Jarvin will reach for this as it goes well above his head.
Definitely got stop points on that one. A full 360 turn there to hit that one.
Yeah, as a goalie yourself, Mefy, I know you appreciate the style points.
Oh, for sure. half the battle of being a goalie is looking good while doing it.
Oh yeah. As someone who has been a netminder in their time, I have to agree with you.
It's really the frosted tips in your hair that does it.
Well, if you got the mask
no one
on, they're not even
anymore?
going to see that. Yeah.
No one else does frosted tips anymore. It's just me. Damn it.
No, but I totally should. Oh, but Dial with the off-speed shot there, fed from Matt, as he sneaks one past Sammy and makes it 1-0. So 3-pronger, first one's on the boards, and now they will follow this into their own end. And stolen, though. Chance, he's going to let one loose. And from a very acute angle there, but not able to get it. So here comes Dial. Moving out. Getting across center ice. Deacon his way around. He's going to shoot this one and off the post. Oh, man. Almost a nice coast-to-coaster there. But the rub of the post foils him, at least for now. So the Storm and Mormons will have a chance. They're going to go ahead and just dump this in. And on the opposite side, almost a wraparound there as trying to catch Jarvin sleeping, and it's going to take more than that to catch Jarvin sleeping. And now here they go pushing. Oh, he's got style points there. He goes for the spin-a-rooney. And now man, okay. So enough said on that one. Here comes Hess. He's playing for the Storm Mormons tonight, as it looks like the Mighty Dicks didn't make it. At least a couple of them did. So, Dick Van Dijk was here. But I don't know. We'll see. There's still time. There's still time for this other game to happen. The other one on the schedule was, the Mighty Dicks versus the 8th grade graduates, which is Swag Squad, the Sweaty Goals' team. But, yeah, no sign of those guys tonight. They may have just fucking not showed up at all. That's very unlike the Swag Squad. Here's a shot. Big save. As in traffic, Jarvin able to make the stop. That was very nice.
Not showing up to your previous engagements is the side effect of cocaine, I believe. And the celebrity lifestyle.
Dude, they're all like 12. I'm out there doing a whole lot of yayo, man. Here's a chance, though. This one will be blocked. 28 seconds now. Holding on to a 1-0 lead. Sending it back to Sammy. And the rebound will get to this chance. And Sammy's just going to watch that go across the crease. And yes, the youthful exuberance of the 8th grade graduates, yes, it is definitely missed here on Friday Night Hockey. Oh, there's a chance, though. And the backhander. And, yeah, they are just kind of in show-off mode here tonight. They're going for some crazy things. And so far, most of those have not gone in, but one has, and that has made the difference. 1-0, so going to the second period. And three-pronger, they seem to be very confident tonight. And deservedly so.
Storm Mormons are definitely putting up a lot stronger of a fight than I thought they were going to.
Yeah, this is a good team. This is their first season in HQML. They started out in the RSL, the Rising Stars League, and they've kept it together coming in here. And we've seen them play some pretty strong games already in Season 5. But, yeah, this is – three-pronger is probably, if the Vegas odds favorites to make it to the finals out of season because of things like that. Oh, my goodness. Dial – the assist from Matt.
Just taps it in.
Yeah, they make it look effortless, and they don't have to be pretty. But yeah, the two goals that have gone in have just kind of been like that. They're expecting them to just take a mighty whack at it, but there's a mighty whack from downtown. Matt. They do it up close. They do it from far away. They do it to the tune of a 3-0 lead here in the second period. How about that? Man, oh man.
That was an astounding shot.
Yes. Well, we talked about Matt a little bit in the pre-games in the open skates, and he is, he's just been on a torrid pace of goal scoring in HQML this season and on Friday Night Hockey. And so, yeah, just picking up right where he left off the last few Fridays. And, yeah, he and Dial, you got those guys skating forward for you. They work well together. That's another thing. We're starting to see Hockey ? Become more of a team effort, and which is good. The Russians definitely play that way. We always talk about the economy of their style. They're not overskating. They are always in position to receive the pass. As soon as one gets possession, they know that the one is skating ahead of them up to his spot and ready to take that pass. And it looks like they're not doing a whole lot, but then they're around you and they're scoring. And so you're getting a little taste of that from these guys tonight, as I think playing in international play in the World Cup has really helped the game in North America, because people it's less about just giving it to your good guy and watching him deke his way around the whole team, because that shit just does not fly in international play. It just doesn't. You've got to have a team of good passers that are, you know, not the best individual players will always beat a team which has a bunch of good individual players that don't play well together. And so, but these guys are really starting to assemble all those pieces into something that is really special. And you're seeing the fruits of that tonight. 2 minutes left in the second, and Three Pronger with a 3-goal lead, as the Stormin' Mormons, again, they are just they got their hands full with these guys. As he gets around one, he's going to set up again in front. There was a nice save there as Sammy waves this one off. And now back at center ice, Stormin' Mormons will take it, and they've got a chance to move it. Blocked, though, as he was trying to just get one down there. And now here's one that gets way up there. And where will this land? Oh, back behind the net. And first on the scene is Matt. And will he take this himself? No, he's going to put one in front. And again, you see that 1-2 combination there, as he was right in position immediately. And now here's one that just goes over the net again in pretty much the same position. And now they're going to set up one once again. And Sammy, he had that one. And then it just bounced and rolled. And Dial with his third, the hat trick. 4-0 now, as we go into the last minute of the second period. Here's a chance for the Stormin' Mormons. Sent away, though, as Three Pronger comes in on defense, able to make the stop, and now they will start moving it down. This will be a dump and chase. Sammy puts it out. Oh, man, he almost had to pay for that, as he swooped in just in time to try to get a shot off there. Very close. 38 seconds now, as this will be chased down by Mitt Romney. And so, man, so back at center ice once again, as Briz will handle this. He sends it down, and so it'll be a battle behind the net. See who comes away with this. 17 seconds now, and Matt possibly, oh, he's just going to send another one in front, and Dial shoots and scores. His fourth of the game, Matt's fourth assist, and Three Prongers' fifth goal.
Just on exactly what you're talking about. They mesh extremely well.
Matt finds the corner with 4 seconds left. What a shot. And, wow, these guys are good,
man. Matt with 2
man.
solo goals and speeding Dial 4 goals. That's how they're up 6-0.
Yeah. My. So we'll go to the third period there and hold it. The Stormin' Mormons have managed to hold Three Pronger to 6 goals, which is...
Well, they were doing really well that first period. They only let one sneak by, but I guess Three Prongers really just kind of turned it up in the second. We'll see what happens here in the third, but things look bleak right now.
Yep, but the Stormin' Mormons, a scrappy team, and you know we've seen them do pretty well here. But yeah, they are. This is a tough one for any team in HQML to overcome. And Dial again is fifth, as
Matt again on the assist.
Yeah, just snipes the corner once again. That low slider. And he screened off a little bit there was Sammy. And so, yeah, it's not much he can do with that. And yeah, they play both sides of the net, and so it makes it difficult for any keeper. Oh, and he manages to get that one. He gathered it back up. It looked like he might have almost gave that up to three-pronger, but a good recovery by Sammy. And now George will take it and try to move it. And three-pronger holds it in. They are maintaining possession very well here, and that is also helping them. Hess in the corner. Send it back down. Chase now. And separated from the puck. The backhander. Oh, that almost went. Yeah, they are just having fun out there now, and it shows. So here comes Matt. He will take this again, set it up in the slot. Dial chasing it in. And they just keep going. They'll keep circling around like that. There'll be one on the side, one going for the middle, and when they'll just keep cycling that until they get something in. That's what good teams do, and we're starting to see it more here in HQML. And this one, he's just going to take this all the way himself. Dial with his 6th goal of the game.
It's extremely impressive.
It really is. Yeah, this team looks very good. So, yeah, they're going to be a tough opponent for any HQML team. And the Storm Mormons, they would like to at least get a goal or two here, kind of salvage this. But three-pronger still maintaining that possession. And Dial
flips over the stick and goes in.
Man,
wow.
His 7th of the game.
Sammy can't catch a break.
Yeah, he was doing all he could back there. So now Storm Mormons trying to set up more defensively here as they will begin from the back of their zone. Will be taken by Briz. He manages to get it over the stick, and there you see it. They'll switch it up to that other side. And this one blocked into the corner. They will pursue it there as we go under the 2-minute mark. And here comes Hess. He's got a little bit of room, but they back check it away from him. And so now Jarvin, who hasn't had to do a whole lot in this game, again, he's going to take this and look for the outlet. And now here they go again. You'll see them circling and looking for that player in the slot. And backhander blocked. Oh, man, it's just like it was drawn up on the board. Send it to the defensive guy. Let him block it. Send it straight to Dial, and he will be there right in front of the crease on the other end to put it in. And they make it to double digits, 10-0, your score line. And again, just like that, top shelf, where Mama keeps the cookies. Dial.
Same play.
9th of the game. Yes, it looks like a replay from the one we just saw. And now trying to poke it through on the draw. They don't have to do much more here to preserve their lead as we go into the last minute of this game, and they are not done. There's a shot and a save by Sammy as he saw that one all the way in and was able to make a good save on it. But still, possession maintained by three-pronger, and still they are setting up just like they did. And now here come the Storm Mormons. They've got a little bit of room to work here as he's going to get around, and Mitt Romney, and he makes a pass, but this one is going to go a little bit wide. George follows it down. Sammy's going to come out and play this. 21 seconds. And yes, it's all academic at this point. It's 15 seconds now. They would like to score here, though. You know they would. Nobody likes to be shut out. But sent back down. Here is three-pronger again. Tapping his stick on the ice. Sammy is going to get the save here. And that will do it. Put that one in stone as well. Three-pronger with an 11-0 win over the Storm Mormons. Another huge performance from three-pronger.
That combo of Dial and Matt is just, I don't know. I don't see any team right now beating them. That was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, man. That is That is a difference-making line there. They really are going to be tough for any team that faces them in the HQML playoffs, where they are destined to end up. I mean, there's make no mistake. So I think that is going to do it as people start to leave here. Yeah, it looks like we will not be visited by the 8th grade graduates tonight. So I'm not sure what will happen.
I guess the Mighty Dicks get a win.
I guess so. They actually had people show up. We'll have to let the officials upstairs figure out what actually happens on that one. But in the games we saw, we hope you were entertained this evening. I know I was, Mefy. That was good stuff.
That 2 Buff and 2 Crips game was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, a classic, an instant classic. And, yeah, it was just a fun night of hockey. And, Mefy, thanks for joining me tonight, man. We haven't done any casting together in a while.
Oh, yeah, no problem. You know me. I'll stick around. We'll do some Rect sometime, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, and thank you for reminding me. Yes, every Tuesday here on IBN, it is Wrecked Tuesdays, as we will be playing #Wrecked, the new game from Hella Legit. It's the first-person arena shooter that everybody's talking about, and they were talking about it at QuakeCon, and I think next week we will probably have the QuakeCon champion in, Trademark, who won both tournaments and swept the weekend of #Wrecked at QuakeCon. He talked about being there. Last week we had Death Trap. You can check that out on the IBN Casting YouTube, which if you go to YouTube and type in IBN Casting, you can see these games tonight, and you can see the hockey football, and you can see Rec Tuesdays. But yes, this Tuesday coming up, no different, every Tuesday here on IBN, as we will be playing #Wrecked. And possibly next week we'll find out more about this. Super Bowl coming up, as NA SBL begins play with a opening tournament, and we should be on hand to cover that. We'll find out more and let you know during the week. If you need to know the latest about IBN, and I know you do, hit Twitter up, IBN Casting on Twitter. And as far as everything else goes, we never know. We will be back, of course, next Friday for more HQML action here on Friday Night Hockey. I'm sure Dr. Killinger will probably be around to be back in the saddle for all the Dr. Killinger fans out there. And I know there are many. I know I'm one.
He just needed an extra week from QuakeCon, which is understandable.
Understandable indeed, yes. And thanks again to Dial, Super Hot Glue, and Billiam for filling in for us while we were gone. But yes, we are back now, and so big things are happening in the world of the Independent Broadcast Network, and we encourage you to keep checking them out. And also special thanks, of course, to Cryptic C for making Hockey ? And continuing to make the new version, which I think he's got a new build of that coming out very soon. He said he's already made a bunch of changes since the last time we played the new version. So big things are happening.
Well, we know there's big things coming out of Sub Rosa too.
Yes, we played some Sub Rosa today again. It was fantastic, and just the things that he's talking about adding to the game are, well, it's worth anticipating. So yes, Sub Rosa coming out on Devolver Digital very soon, and it will be well worth the wait. It's already fun. We laugh and have a good time every time we play it. So thank you, Cryptic C, for keeping on making these games. Don't forget, next Saturday we will be playing a mod of this, the hockey football, as North America takes the stage. We'll see how they do against international competition in the football mod, 11v11. That will be crazy. I guess we need to set up a Royale with Cheese 11v11 at some point. It's fun. The mod is fun. Even Cryptic C was like, man, this is pretty cool. He watched it today. And, yeah, I had to agree. We had a good time. And that's another thing you can watch on our YouTube. And I think we're about done with all the pimping we need to do. So with that and on that note, I want to thank everybody for joining us. And we'll see you next time here on Friday Night Hockey and the Independent Broadcast Network. From myself and Mefy and the whole crew, this is Winners with the One. Good evening, everybody, and have a wonderful weekend.